In psychology, people who distance themselves from others as soon as they feel sad, unwanted, or ignored are actually unknowingly experiencing a coping mechanism called emotional withdrawal. They're frequently mislabeled as introverts, but in reality, they're simply wired for self-preservation, shaped by years of learning that silence is safer than being misunderstood. It's not that they don't care. They might ghost friends they love, leave messages unanswered for weeks, or cancel plans they were excited about, not out of neglect, but because in that moment, connection feels like a demand instead of a comfort. If this sounds like you, our ebook goes even deeper. You will find it on our page. They hold entire conversations in their head, rehearsing exactly what they want to say, only to respond with a quiet, "I don't know," when the moment comes. They want to show up, to be present, to share themselves, but the emotional weight in that instant feels too heavy to carry in public. And that's okay. It's okay to need space. Because people like this aren't cold or uncaring. They're simply fluent in protecting themselves until they're ready to be heard again. According to psychology, people who get easily overstimulated, crash out in the moment, and feel guilty for the rest of the day are actually experiencing emotional flooding, a state where overwhelming sensory and emotional input leaves the mind unable to process clearly until it's too late. They feel their skin turn sticky after sweat. They try to enjoy music, yet voices keep cutting through it. They tense when someone touches them unexpectedly. They feel their clothes growing tighter against the skin, and then they snap. If this sounds like you, our ebook goes even deeper. You will find it on our page. Emotional flooding hijacks the body's fight-or-flight system, pulling focus away from rational thought and toward survival mode. In that state, the brain isn't building connection or understanding. It's simply trying to escape the overwhelm. And while the reaction is human, it often leaves a trail of misunderstandings that don't match the person's true character.
But I promise you this.
In psychology, people who build fake scenarios in their head before going to sleep often think it's normal. But in reality, it can be a sign of a mental disorder called maladaptive daydreaming, where the mind creates vivid movie-like stories while lying in bed, replaying old conversations with the perfect comeback, or picturing a future argument just to be prepared for it. This habit often develops when reality feels unpredictable or unfulfilling, so the brain constructs a private world where it can control every outcome. Over time, it becomes a nightly ritual, not just to fall asleep, but to momentarily live in a version of life where things go exactly as they should have. For some, it's a way to experience the closure they never got. For others, it's a substitute for the excitement or intimacy that reality has not yet given. While it can feel comforting in the moment, this form of daydreaming doesn't always heal the root cause. Instead, it offers temporary relief, a mental space where the story plays out perfectly, even if the waking world remains unchanged. If this sounds like you, our ebook goes even deeper. You will find it on our page.